You all have heard the phrase, I'm sure, you got to make money, or you got to spend money to make money. It's kind of ironic because when you go to college, you get to spend all this money on tuition, and in the end, you end up making more than you spent, hopefully. So a couple individuals in the room, I'm sure you guys are all here because you're either trying to be a full-time student at A&M, you're in the Blend Team program, or you're just Blend waiting to apply to A&M. And then there's also the others that are in here for completely different reasons. You're here because your goal at the end of this is not necessarily through A&M, but you have a goal to fulfill, and that's what your job is for. Basically, what I expect from all of y'all to understand is your goal is to fulfill your career, good education, in order to have a good job placement after college. And A&M, as we all know, or any college, does a good job at that. So I would like to inform you, or y'all, of how specifically this university, A&M in general, has been successful in the education it provides, as well as the success it sets up for your future, and the amount of notable people that it has had an effect on. A lot of my research was based off of this website written by an A&M student by the name of Lane Stevenson. He gained most of his information from a business magazine called Money Magazine, which will be relevant later in the speech. First off, Texas A&M is a prestigious academic university. It's successful with job placements after college. Another source that I conducted was actually written by the Research and Data Services here at A&M. 66% acceptance rate, and 12% of the entire population got accepted to A&M this fall. The reason I hear people choose Blend Team or A&M in general is mostly any college is because of the football team for a lot of guys. A lot of people are big into the academic success, the location, the environment it has. All these factors play a huge role in why people pick to where they want to go to school. And especially A&M, a lot of people I know it's a cult. A lot of people choose A&M because their family went there and they're super successful now with the money that they made. Facts about A&M success on business students and why we all know A&M is known for agriculture and mechanics, hence the A&M. However, it is also recognized for different institutions within the organization, such as Mays Business School. Everybody knows it's super prestigious, and our group is hopefully to get in there one day, because I know three of us are Blend Team students, one of us is a Blend student that's also trying to get into A&M. And A&M has proven its success. According to a source that was written by Stevenson, he got his information from that Money Magazine. Only 2 institutions in the nation have more graduates serving as CEOs of Fortune 500 companies than A&M. And these 2 schools are Ivy League schools that I'm sure some of y'all might have applied to just as a joke, like Harvard and Cornell. Harvard leads the CEO of Fortune 500 companies with 10, and Cornell comes in second with 9, and then A&M has 6. I want to talk about the 3 of the 6 notable people that stood out to me the most that will probably stand out to you a little bit too. The first one is Bruce Broussard, as you see on the screen here. Bruce Broussard is the Chief Executive CEO of Humana. Do any of y'all know what Humana is? A lot of you do? Okay, Humana is a Medicare company, for those who didn't know. According to Bloomberg.com, which all these sources about these people were all written in third person. It's kind of like a biography of them and where they came from. It was written that Broussard got his Bachelor of Business Arts from A&M and then continued his education to get his Master of Business Associates, his MBA from Houston. This education helped him develop a stronger foundation of education to one day become a CEO of this company, and he's now making millions of dollars a year. So he doesn't have to worry about money at all. The second guy I'd like to talk about is David Cordani. Do you guys know what Cigna is? The health insurance company. So Cigna.com, also written in third person, said that Cordani earned his bachelor's degree from A&M and an MBA from Hartford. So he as well took his education to the next level after being a student at A&M, and now is making $4.1 million a year, which I hope that's me someday. Greg Garland is the third person. He's actually the CEO of Phillips 66 Gas Company. That's a very big gas company around the world, or around the nation. I don't know about the world, but it's definitely a big company out there. He got his Bachelor of Science from A&M. He was in the chemical engineering school. So he took that, and then he developed his education, got an MBA, and now he's the CEO of Phillips 66. And he's making, I think he's got $21 million like over his lifetime working there. In summary of all this, A&M is prestigious. We all know that. I don't know if all of y'all are trying to go to A&M. I know some of y'all are trying to do different things and you're here for a different reason. Whether that is or not, education is important for everybody to fulfill a lifetime job and make money, which I know everybody likes money. Education is important, it pays off, and that's crucial to anybody, anywhere. You gotta spend money to make money. And now Ryder's gonna talk about his part.
As you can see, there's a considerable amount of success in the field of business. And I will be speaking to you about the various divisions of the field and branches that come together to achieve a successful operation of business. Now, many of you in this room might be curious as to what business management is and what different responsibilities as well as functions and branches fall under business management as a whole. Well, first I'm going to explain what business management is and the departments that fall underneath it. A BBA, a Bachelor of Business Administration degree, prepares you for a career in business, which can be spread to any category or corporation. Understanding each department is imperative to gaining the knowledge of what functions are in each branch to run a successful business. And here are some of the main departments. So first we have business marketing. Marketing managers are individuals who utilize their marketing knowledge to meet self-objectives, target specific customer base, create ads, and evaluate the product demand. And according to Study.com articles, marketing managers typically have a bachelor's degree in marketing and business administration, and some prefer a master's degree, so it could probably be advantageous for you to get a master's degree, whichever field, for a future employer. And next, accounting and finance functions. Accounting focuses on the creation of financial records and tracking business transactions. Records and tracking, yeah, I already said that, okay. They also create wealth in the organization, financial situation of a business in that exact moment. And according to case studies, a large business typically can place accounting personnel to a specific job to handle. And this is like normally in like large businesses that can afford to hire that many different accountants. And so there's like financial accountants, which they track business transactions. There's management accountants that calculate the cost of production. And there's payroll, which they record payable wages, taxes, and deductions. And so next, there is business operation and management. So business operation managers are the head honchos of any business, and they help coordinate various departments within a company to meet a goal. And some examples of that, they do hiring, they negotiate large contracts, they make strategic decisions on what the consumer is likely to buy. And according to Money, USnews.com, with these, a wide array of skills makes business operation managers rank number 9 in best business jobs. And next is a business analyst function, some of the business analyst functions. And a business analyst is someone who analyzes a business or organization, and they assess the problems, whether they are real or hypothetical. They also assist with a business case, planning and monitoring of the business. They also do technical solutions to business problems, and they help in the advancement of the company and sell efforts. And some of the skills required for that are written and verbal communication, technical writing skills, and of course, leadership. So as you can see, there's many extensive job responsibilities to each specific department in running a successful business. So my question to you is, which field would you like to pursue?
Now, since you've been informed of the many different branches of business management, I'm going to discuss how to get to these positions or the schooling required. Doesn't 4 years of consistent hard schooling and constant challenges sound great? Being at a prestigious business school is not an easy journey to go through, but it is for sure worth it in the end when you finally get your diploma from a great university. It's very competitive, so whenever you do get your diploma, it's like a great feeling because you finish this huge school and you're like one of the few that actually gets to say you graduated from there. So the training and preparation required for a business management degree is the same as many other schools. It's about 4 years for your BBA or your bachelor's in business administration, or about 120 credits. So depending if you come in with high school credit or whatever, that's how long it'll take you to get 120 credits. And then although 4 years is only required, many students go back to school for their master's degree or their MBA, so they're more appealing to future employers. And it takes about 2 years full-time or 3 to 5 years part-time, or about 60 credits. And according to Neil Koka-Mueller, the author of the online website Differences Between an MBA and a bachelor's in administration, said that, and I quote, "A BBA graduate's average salary is $54,151, and the average salaries for a 2012 MBA graduate were reported at more than $107,000. So there's a huge difference in the payroll because you make yourself more applicable to different jobs, and usually jobs you like more because it's just they're higher paying jobs. So many people like money. So, and then when pursuing a BBA, the classes they start with very basic. So you can see up here, this is the Mays business degree plan. Like they plan out all for you. So they start with basic like economics and government, and they get to more really like focused in on classes like business management, like specific classes. And they're like broken up into 15 hours each semester to stay on track with your degree plan. And then also said on the TAMU Mays website, the BBA management major equips students with the academic knowledge and professional skills they need to pursue rewarding careers in a variety of industries. This specific business school is highly competitive, so it is very hard to get into, but it will prepare you for your future. And especially having your Aggie ring, if they say Aggie networking is a thing, and it really is. Aggies hire Aggies, so when they see the ring, it really helps if you go to A&M. And then getting your MBA is very serious, and it also consumes a lot of time, so it sets the people apart that do the bare minimum apart from the people that really try to actually get a higher future and meet people and make good connections. And so the classes, like when you say you're a marketing major, the classes as you become a senior are more focused because say you're in speaking classes because you're going to have to present yourself to boardrooms or make a pitch to many old guys or something, and you have to make yourself appealing to them, so you have to learn how to speak, so you have speaking classes if you're a marketer. And then while getting your MBA, or possibly before, many students get internships because when you get internships, you make connections and you can possibly meet your future employers and meet the people that may introduce you to future employers. So getting internships is very key to your success in the business world because it's not fair, but usually people will get jobs more likely if they know more people. So that's very important for that. And the class load may not be easy. It's very hard. It's like a different kind of hard. You have to actually study and have people skills, so not everyone can have that. But if you're a business degree and you're this far into it, you should enjoy it because this is your future profession. And then many universities have business majors because it is so broad, but not many of them are nationally known. And so a list of the best undergraduate business schools for administration is stated on the U.S. News website, and where the first is the University of Michigan at Ann Arbor, the second is the University of Pennsylvania, and the third is the University of California at Berkeley. And then down the list, Texas A&M is ranked 23 for just overall business schools on StartClass website, and is said to be, and I quote, among the toughest schools to get into at a 23.6 acceptance rate. So it's pretty rough to get into, but they make it possible, like through Blue Team, like it's possible to get into while your grades up. And then the best schools to get your master's at is Harvard, Stanford, and Northwestern University for overall your MBA. And then many people say that all you need in college to get a good career is connections and good grades, and that is so true. If you make good connections, then you're going to get a good job. So by getting internships and meeting your professors personally, they will introduce you to people, and internships will aid in your better future. And now have Connor talk about job outlook.
All right, so today I'm going to be wrapping up our discussion about the business management degree. I have a quick question for everyone. Who here wants to get a job after we graduate? I hope everyone's answer is yes. Obviously, that's why we're here in college. And a business degree is something that can almost guarantee you a job. We all really want to be really successful after we finish up our schooling, and so that's what we're obviously all pursuing a degree for. So personally, I'm a one-team student pursuing business. Both of my parents are in business. My mom's a CPA. Like the last we talked about, my dad's a project manager at an engineering firm. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the business degree, the jobs, and the salary that all come with it after you finish up your school. So there's almost unlimited job opportunities that come with a management degree. The AGCAS authors of prospects.ac tell us that finance, project managing, accounting, data analysis, consulting, stocks, and many more are all possibilities of jobs that you can get with this degree. Mays Business School, which obviously we all are pursuing to get into, and I'm sure some of you are also, has a 79% overall job placement, so no matter what degree you are pursuing, you're able to find a job. You're almost guaranteed a job when you get out of college. Managing positions are available throughout an office, like an office in general, as long as with the executive level, such as CEO, CFO, and such. And working your way up the corporate chain, there are managers at every position, but you do have to work your way up to these jobs. It's not just going to be given to you. A management position is very sought after, and everyone starts at the bottom. So, like many of us will get internships over the summer, start at low-level positions as we graduate, and slowly work our way up. Jacqueline Smith of Forbes magazine tells us when you're climbing the corporate ladder, it's never a straight line. This means that there's going to be difficulties throughout your path, but if you can continue to endure through your trials, it's going to pay off in the end. So, along with having the job, acquiring the job is a task in itself. There's always people looking for people who are going to stand out and be a manager, and be someone who's like willing to be a manager in a position. And so giving presentations, speeches, and data analysis are all key parts of making yourself stand out to these people who are hired. Conducting meetings and clear communication throughout the work sphere is something that's very crucial. Like, this is kind of like conducting a meeting right now with you guys. And Nick Morgan of Public Words tells us that bad presentations are an opportunity loss. So this, similar to what we're learning throughout college, this class is teaching us the skill to speak in front of other people in order that we're able to make ourselves stand out to people who are hiring. So communication outside of the formal setting, which is meetings and such, between coworkers, just being able to establish yourself as a leader, but also you're able to work with others is a key part in a management position. If you're able to work together with other people and lead at the same time, then you're obviously going to stand out to people who are hiring for that job. Management jobs have many perks that come with the degree, along with like name recognition and the satisfaction of working your way up. One of the biggest perks is the salary. The average manager makes $36,000 to $104,000 a year, according to PayScale.com. But the average CEO, and get this, like I would really like to have this amount of money, is $13.8 million a year, versus around an average worker in an office will make around $77,000. And so you'll see on this chart, the CEO of Starbucks makes 137, or the executive branch of Starbucks takes in $137 million a year and distributes it throughout multiple people. So that's obviously a ton of money. And the working your way up to that job is something that this degree will prepare you for. So as we wrap up today and conclude our discussion over business management, I've given you some great information over the degree plan and how the jobs you can get afterwards. There's so many opportunities: accounting, finance, and managerial positions, being a project manager. And even though the work is very hard, it's definitely going to pay off. Hard work, dedication, and salary are all something that caused me to pursue this degree. Both of my parents are very successful, but they both started at the bottom. They both have worked their way up to positions at their offices. My mom owns her own company, so and both of my parents have struggled through that time, but it's obviously paid off for both of them. And I'm going to leave you with this quote by Steve Jobs, the CEO and co-founder of Apple. You you all probably know, since you all have those devices in your hands. He says, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noises of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice, and most importantly, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. So the places you go after college and throughout college, the people you meet in your profession all affect your lives, but it's your own energy, efficiency, and effort that's going to affect how well you turn out in your life. If you give effort, no matter what degree you're pursuing, no matter if you're doing business, finance, biomedical stuff related to doctors, the effort that you put in is going to cause your own success, and you'll be successful if you give it all you have.
Mic drop.
Okay, so time for the last question for Connor first.
5:27.
Okay. Then Lexi.
5:21.
Then Ryder.
3:48.
And then James.
5:52.
Let's go.
Okay. And the total time for their group?
20:30.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
How about side?
Okay, thank you.
Please tell me you were working. What do we turn these on?